Today I was thinking about how if I was gonna die tomorrow, so if this was my last day on earth and I just had this one message that I could give to you guys, what would it be? I think most of all, I would want to tell you that you deserve to be loved. I would want to tell you that you deserve to be here. I would want to tell you that your life matters, that your unique individuality is not duplicated anywhere else on this planet, and that the whole tapestry of life needs you here in order for the harmony of this world to continue unfolding in the exact way that it's meant to. And so if you find yourself hating yourself, if you find yourself disliking yourself, if you find yourself attacking yourself, if you find yourself so beat down with an inner world that is in so much turmoil and manifesting self-hate, I just want to let the parts of you know, the parts of you that are trying, I do believe that our inner critic, the parts of us that try to beat us down, those parts of us are really just, they're trying to protect us. And you may ask, how could this be? Like, how could it be that this voice that criticizes me and that tells me I'm disgusting, or that shames me, or that attacks me, that tells me I'm not good enough, like, how in the world could that part of me be trying to protect me? What I have learned in my years as a psychotherapist and going through my own healing journey is that every part of our being has a purpose for being there. That nature is intelligent and we are a part of nature. We are nature. Nature knows what it's doing. In our personality structure is made up of different parts. And so many parts of us are actually wired towards protecting us. The personality structure, the ego, is really I would call it our defense system, our psychological defense system. It's kind of like the immune system. Like, babies are never born hating themselves. Babies are never born just thinking horrible negative things about themselves. Babies are born here to love, and they just want to give love and receive it, and they're ready for that until something happens in this world that shows them otherwise. You see, the thing is that babies are wired for attachment. That in order for human beings to survive, we have to attach to other people. And sometimes, because of whatever those people might have been going through, the fullness of who we are could have been triggering to them. And in order, therefore, or it could have just activated things in them that felt threatening or dangerous to us. So in order to be able to attach, many people learn to suppress themselves, to suppress their authenticity in order to try to gain connection. And so in that process, parts of us started to take on the job of making us very small. And the way that they often do this, those inner critic parts, actually, the way that our system in all of its intelligence so often keeps us small and showing up in such a way that we think, or we learn as children, doesn't make others uncomfortable. The way that our system successfully accomplishes this is by learning to attack itself. Because if we are being attacked from the inside, every time that we're going to show up a little bigger, every time that we're going to be just a little more authentic, in a way, those parts of us are protecting us by slamming us down and keeping us small before the rest of the world can get to us. And in their innocence, those parts of us believe, because at a certain point in our life this might have been true, they believe that is keeping us safe. But for most of us, I think with the human journey, like, I really do believe, that we come here to flourish as the fullest expression of ourselves. That is the reason why we were born as individuals. That is the reason why the creator, the divine intelligence of the universe made us all unique, so we could contribute our unique voice and our unique self to this world. And when we're in that alignment and in that flow of authenticity and in the fullness and the bigness of who we are, the pieces start to come together and we begin to walk our authentic path, and life begins to unfold in the way that it was always meant to, and it is a beautiful aligned experience. But the thing is that if we are still in relationships with the people that our system learned it needed to be small for, it can be very difficult to convince our system to lay down its guard and to drop the self-attack. So what I want to leave you with today is that a really necessary part of the healing journey is not just looking within and trying to be positive and focusing only on the way in which you talk to yourself, but to also consider the quality of the relationships that are surrounding you. Because know the quality of the relationships that you're in, because no internal emotional system of any person forms in a vacuum. It forms in relation to other people. And so as long as we're continuing to interact with the same systems, we're going to continue to play the same role that we always played in that system. So it's been my experience that to truly experience an internal shift, we don't get to skip the part of restructuring our external relationships. So it's just something I want to invite you guys to consider and think about how, and maybe contemplate on how it may apply to you. And I hope that this supports you as you continue to walk towards greater self-love on this beautiful journey.